Welcome to Generation Dragons episode 46. Steve, friend, how are you?
Good, my man. How you doing, Clint? Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah,
So
So-
cold. So anyways, back to our show that we're doing today. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Thanks again for tuning in today and being with Steve and I. Again, we're doing this on Discord, so seems to be running pretty well. Maybe next week, if you're interested, shoot us a line on comment on the video or anywhere else, and maybe join us on our Discord server. And we can chat while we're doing the live recording. And maybe we'll stream it on Twitch or something like that all at the same time. And then you can watch us, comment, and do all that fun stuff. But we haven't figured that stuff out yet. We're too old for any of that.
Yet. That's why it's taking us so long.
But anywho, Steve, today we just wanted to kind of touch base, see how everyone's doing, see how you're doing. And, kind of a couple big things that happened over the weekend, i.e. the Heylo TV series trailer.
Oh, God, I'm excited about it. Hopeful.
Yeah, hopeful. Thoughts? Hey, it comes out in March, I think it said, so.
Yeah, that shocked me. I thought it was going to be a lot longer.
Yeah, I'm okay with March.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Take it, sure. So, getting into it, you're probably a little bit better versed than I with some of the Halo universe with the back stuff, but I don't think it matters because this is like a new telling or a multiverse or a completely different take on it. But what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, so watching it looks cool, looks good. I know some people had complaints about the way Master Chief looks and said it still looks budget and all that stuff. But once you see the CGI done on the elites and the
Jackals looked awesome.
Yeah, Jackals.
At the end.
Yeah, the Pelicans, all the vehicles and stuff like that. Everything looked really good. So, not budget. Look, I'm excited for it. The idea of it taking from going in a different view, because they're in search of the Halo ring, which is, as everyone knows, who's maybe played Halo in the last 20 years, that's not the case, and they kind of just fall onto Halo.
This time they're looking for it, and I was like, well, there's a whole bunch of things in the trailer.
Yeah.
Before we start diving in, I kind of put it in chronological order in the notes, and I thought, like, you could hit it, and then I could be like, what about this, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, so like, okay, so Outer Colony, Covenant attack, again, that could happen anyways. To me, it's like
that's very canon right there at this point.
Yeah,
that could just happen.
Yeah. So the new character Quan Yu, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not even positive that on her name. That was more me trying to figure out who she was, and that's kind of what came up.
Yeah.
But who is this? How does she play? How's her character? Is she an innie? Is she, just
an innie or
an colonist? Right, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, an insurrectionist, or is she?
I know.
Okay, for those that might not. But I'm like, how does she play into this? How does she fit in? Like later on, when Chief actually saves her towards the end of these things we're talking about, she almost seems surprised. Like, why would he do that? But that's really just me more looking into the way her actor's facial expressions were, so we really don't know. We don't have enough. It could be like there's something big behind her, behind him, that she's like. So
that's.
But anyway,
no, I hear you. And again, it's with trailers, it's too hard to tell how that goes because
100%, just all guess.
Right, like look at Spider-Man. At Spider-Man, and what do you call it? Spoilers for the No Way Home Spider-Man. But like, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. So anyways, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like you see the trailer for No Way Home is similar to this. It's like, well, what's going on here? What's that? The armor, he looks great in the armor, upgradable, controllable. The way they talked about it, that he's he's controllable and he touches the Forerunner piece, and he's now.
So we don't even know it's a Forerunner piece, but we do.
Yeah,
but
they assume it's Forerunner. It
looks like it's a Forerunner artifact, and when he touches it, he changes, right? And so remember, you're just saying he's controllable, easy controllable through training and drugs or however what they did to him during the training and making the Spartan 2, or is it mechanical? Is it the suit? Is it something else? And when he touched this, does that destroy it? Now he's thinking more for himself. I'm not sure how they're playing that up.
Yeah,
So
that's excuse me. That's exactly it. So I mean, if you've played Halo or know the lore of Halo, the video games, the augmented children to become Spartan 2s, which is Master Chief and a few others, and yeah, exactly. He's not controllable. He's just military personnel,
yeah,
and listens to commands. And if you played Halo 5, he doesn't listen to the commands. So I wonder how they go around with that into this
at
piece.
the end, the admiral there says, "How do you control a soldier that you don't trust?" or something like that,
Yeah,
if I remember right.
yeah,
So
so
is that where they brought Cortana? Because she doesn't seem to be like she's necessarily his ally and to help. She's almost like a guardian slash keep him in check.
yeah,
Can she override him? I don't know. I'm just
yeah,
guessing here.
yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, no idea. It's really hard to say, especially just how they take it, right? So,
Hmm.
yeah, the Spartan teams and stuff like that. That's too hard to guess on that. I couldn't.
Yeah, it's almost like it's the replacement blue team.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it, and it's hard to say. They may not even. They're probably not even going to call it blue team. They'll probably call it like
Silver
alpha
team.
team or.
I think when I was reading, it was silver team in. I don't remember where I read it, but if I read that right, and if it's true, silver team is what the new team is. So
I
we'll see.
believe it when I hear it on the TV show. As we've talked about this
Which
before,
is in March.
as we've always talked about, I never read speculation. But hey, that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, yeah, like I was saying, the elites look really good. The CGI was really done really well. So you see Master Chief fighting the two elites, and it looks. I mean, it's done well. Kind of clunky looking, like kind of lamey, dodgy. But I don't know. I mean, it could be the actor himself. I
found it a little slow when he ducked low.
Yeah,
And but it could be the armor and the stuff.
they could have slowed him
maybe
down.
they'll look better.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right. Yeah, and then we talked about the Forerunner artifact that partway through the trailer that he touches, or assuming it's Forerunner, and they don't go take it somewhere else with it. But hey,
Well, so I had thoughts about that because there's a scene where towards the end of the video where they're in the Pelican or somebody is, you don't know who, and I'm assuming it's the chief, the new girl there, Quana, whatever her name is, and I bet you the artifact, and I think something sets off the artifact. And that's why you see the big blue thing
right.
in it. And the reason I think that is because when he touches the artifact in the cave or whatever, it does the same thing. And I think you see the reclaimer symbol and that come up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I mean, it's not the first time. No, never mind. I'm mixing it up. No, it's not the first time that Master Chief has touched something that's Forerunner that's given him like mind Fs, right? Like that. Just he thinks it gives him background to something that's happened, right? So it's hard to say. Again, it's not following the story of the video game, so it's really
that's where I'm concerned a little. They might not be able to follow a game, right? It's different sitting there being in control of a game, following a story versus trying to tell this from a TV series or a movie point of view.
Yeah.
You got to make changes for sure. What did you think of them not bringing on Steve Downes as Master Chief, and they're actually bringing on Jen as Cortana?
Yeah. So before we get into that part, the Fleet Admiral, I think, might be the Fleet Admiral from Halo 2. Because he looked so much alike.
Oh, I thought the same thing.
Like, I'm trying to blank.
What are you doing on that ship?
Yeah.
Finishing this fight. That guy.
Yeah. I just can't remember his name from the game. Anywho. Okay, so the Steve Downes thing, I mean, it hurts. Because he's the voice of Master Chief.
Always has been.
Always has been. However, this one is supposed to be in the past and a different story, so like it's just it kind of makes sense because even when they first, like, it was one of like the teaser trailer, they had said that the actor was really looking forward to take his helmet off and have
Yeah, I'm
lines
not a
just like
big
that.
fan of that. Sort of like I'm not with the Mandalorian either.
Yeah.
But you know, they want to do it for their acting abilities and
All
they're
that good.
actors,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I get that, but I kind of have a theory why it wasn't Steve's Downs, and I really think it's his age. I think he's aged too much to be able to do some of the voice work like that, and it's not as natural as the actor doing it himself during these moves and stuff. That's the only reason I can think that they didn't pick him, because if his helmet was going to be on all the time, it wouldn't matter at all, I don't think.
Yeah,
But
but being an actor and be like, hey, you're gonna wear a helmet and just be a piece of body. Um,
like Darth
and,
Vader.
yeah, but that's 1977. You're talking, Steve. There was a little bit different time,
Oh, I
and
don't disagree. That's why I'm saying I think this is why.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't think it's the age thing with Steve. I mean, yes, to a point, maybe, but I don't
He's
think it's
71, isn't he?
yeah. But even then, it doesn't matter. He's an old man talking. He's talking over a microphone, right? When you hear him talking, he's wearing a helmet. It doesn't matter how you make him sound, right?
But if they don't want him to grunt or yell, I guess not too. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like
yeah.
I'd have to hear him do it now. Like, is it? I was just wondering, has his voice aged too much?
You listened to him in Halo. Did he sound too?
Yeah, but he doesn't. He doesn't do a whole lot of dialogue. It's all very like
Why?
short, little.
That's the question, right? We don't know how that's going to be like in this one, right? We don't know how much Master Chief is going to talk. So, I mean, again,
I think he's going to talk more than he ever has in the games.
oh yeah, 100%.
Sure.
And that's, I mean, but anyways, yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to say. Bringing Jen back as Cortana, sweet. I'm happy they did that. When I heard her voice, I was like, shit. At least they brought somebody back. But then,
I've seen Avery Johnson.
yeah. But then, what they did with the way she looked was really kind of awkward. It was a little weird.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if you'd get there first before I did. She looks almost more like a human.
Yeah, yeah. Which I mean,
that blue haze over her, but
yeah.
sorry.
So no, well, that's it. So some people were saying like, "Oh, here, I fixed it for you guys," and just pretty much did the same, like what she looks like, but then made her blue. And I'm like, oh yeah, that feels that's more comfortable feeling. But whatever, like it's because she's supposed to be the first like human-esque AI. Well, not human first, but like she's the human-esque AI, right? Yeah. So that's the whole idea behind it, which makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just excited for it. I'm looking forward to it.
So what about? I think we're getting a little feedback or something, maybe from your phone or whatever. I was hearing some crackling. Unless it's around here. But what did you think of this bad girl turn quote traitor human? I guess in the short blonde haired lady.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who is she supposed to be? Looks like she's working with the Covenant, but I don't really know who she's supposed to be.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because it pulls nothing from like that. It could be multiple people, like you said. She could be an innie and that's pretending and working with the Covenant, and that's why. Like, it's really hard to say, right? So,
yeah, and like I don't. And this is where it's like a whole new story. I read a lot of the novels like you, and I think you've just read a lot more, especially when it comes to the comics. And it doesn't ring a bell for any related character that I can think of.
No.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I just got that feedback, but that's definitely not from my phone, Steve. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, no, it's really hard to say, right? Like it's I don't know who she is because there are some people in the novels and in the comic books that are like that, but then like, is it her? Right. It's too hard to say, right? Excuse me. Anyways, yeah. So that's our thoughts on Halo. I know we've talked a little. Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, bottom line, regardless if it's a new story or if it's a takeoff or it's another universe, I'm going to love it if it looks as good as it does. And I'm going to get in, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. That's it. The question is how do we watch it in Canada? Xbox, tell us. Paramount Plus.
We're going to split it somehow over VPN or something. We'll watch it together and then cancel it as soon as it's done.
Yeah, that's it. Whatever it is. If it's Crave, then we'll have to get Crave.
And I just got rid of Grave.
But
So
anywho, yeah, we'll figure that one out. We'll wait for that, or we'll get our friends down south to record it on their PVRs.
put on Plex for us. And,
Yeah.
seriously, we got to figure out how to watch it because I'm not missing that day one just to hear all the feedback on the internet after.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right? So
You can only avoid it for so long.
I might have a way, Steve. We might have a way. So I just don't know if it's legally airing in Canada, and if it is, then we'll watch it legally. And if it's not legally airing in Canada, then we're just gonna have to watch it however we can watch it. And
This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah, talking about This Is the Way. What's your thought of? I know you're a couple episodes behind, but what's your thoughts so far of Boba Fett?
The Book of Fett, I'm liking it. I still like The Mandalorian better. I kind of already have a heads up at what's going on with the next couple episodes, but where I left off was with the bar fight and them kind of getting the Wookiee to join. So I'm liking it. I was liking to see the action a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch the next two episodes, but I'm not as far ahead as you, so I can't really say too much more than that.
Yeah, no, cool. No, I mean, just like Hawkeye, it has to be the last two effing episodes that are. I'm like, yes, like I liked it, but I'm like, yes, let's go. Like this is I'm ready, but it took too long.
I was kind of hoping he would ruled with a heavier hand.
Yeah,
I know that's not where they were really supposed to go anyway, but I was kind of hoping for that a little bit more, like him coming down and crushing some of the other syndicates or something. But
yeah.
That's
exactly what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. That's my thought. I thought he was going to come a little bit harder than he has, but
yeah,
or at least like come in and like rip apart people like Mando does, right? Like,
yeah, there's still time for that.
I know,
so,
but the last two episodes, why do they wait for so long? But no, I mean Mando had some slow episodes too, right? Like, it wasn't all action packed. Yeah. I can't say it's better, but I did like Mando better. Excuse me, overall. But hey, I'll make the call at the end.
Yeah, that's just true. Right? We're not through it yet, so
yeah, that's it.
But,
cool, dude.
But, I think we were trying to keep it a little shorter, unless there's anything.
No, I just wanted to show off a couple of goodies that I got recently.
Well, let's see it.
Yeah. So I've got this bad boy here, a nice little DVD of Zelda.
Excuse me, princess.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I want to thank Prime Video for having the original Mario Bros. TV series up there, so we'd watch it, and then they'd have like the little Zelda commercials within the episode, and I'm like, I have to find these. And then I went and found the DVDs. They were decently cheap, so I picked them up. And there's another one. Another sweet pickup that I got, and I say pickup, but it was something I backed on Kickstarter. Sega Powered. It's a new Sega magazine, and man, looking through it, like it's got the old like ad for a Dreamcast game that's coming out. It's not even, or was out, just put out on Kickstarter.
What's the date on the back of that? Oh, Daytona.
Yeah, so
I definitely got to see that.
So Raiding Tombs is so 1996 is what the ad says. But yeah, no, it's a new Dreamcast game, like a game being made for Dreamcast. So it's kind of sweet that way. And it's just awesome. little things like that. So yeah, looking forward to reading it. I only got it yesterday, so I've kind of browsed through it, but haven't gone into it. And then I got a couple TFs from GameStop today, ordered in.
Okay, tell me more about this. I didn't know.
I picked up the Shattered Glass. Oh my god, I haven't opened up the box yet, so that's why I'm drawing a blank with Shattered Glass. It's not Starscream. It was
Bumblebee.
No.
Megs.
Yeah, it's
Ramjet.
Megs. That's it. Yep, Megatron. And then I grabbed another little dude for for Kai to mess around with, and I'm just trying to blank on his name. But I picked up a couple of those. So when the I'll crack open those boxes probably over the next couple of days, and yeah, play with them. And I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for my Game Informer to come in. That still hasn't come in yet.
You're just going to have to get them in the store.
I know. I'm like, where do I put my
That's
Game Informer
frustrating,
complaints? Yeah, the Heylo one came in like instant. It was announced, and then within like a week and a half, it came. The Horizon Forbidden West one, I was like, yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Can't wait for the game. It's still nothing. Still nothing. Oh, and Pokemon is really fun. It's completely different than the standard Pokemon games. So it's pretty cool. It's been really.
How so?
Well, you run around and you don't really battle Pokemon turn-based. Well, you do, but not quite the same as of old. Of old.
Hybrid, or
Yeah, kind of hybrid. So it's a third-person view, like over-the-shoulder type thing. You throw your Pokeballs to catch these Pokemon. And then you battle if you have to battle, and then you can pick between it's different. It's definitely it seems almost kind of like a proof of concept though. Like a lot of things kind of seem missing. So I'm looking forward to see where they take this one in the future, and maybe a Switch Pro or something like that when that comes out. So the Switch can actually handle more things on screen and all that. But no, it's good. It's how do I explain it? Like Breath of the Wild-esque, but not quite as open. Catching Pokemon is completely different. You can see them out in the field in the grass. They're not just randomly generated. And then again, the turn-based, you don't battle every Pokemon you run into. You don't battle every person you run into. Not everyone has Pokemon because it's a history-based game type thing. Or it's in the past. So yeah, it's been fun. And then I finally beat Guardians of the Galaxy, which was good.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was a good ending. I enjoyed it. I just I'd give it a 7.5.
That's fair.
The waves of repetitiveness is what killed me on it. The story was
That's
great.
how I felt with Avengers.
Yeah, the story was great on it. Music was great. Gameplay, it played really well.
The soundtrack was amazing.
But it was just like look, I just went from one room to another room, and I have to fight the same guys I just fought. Ooh, this is fun, right? I just beat a bunch of possessed Novacorps. Now I'm fighting another possessed Novacorp. Cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of repetitiveness, I have to admit there. But I did enjoy the game and the story.
Yeah.
Soundtrack was awesome. I'm a big single-player fan, so that hit all the right keys. But agreed, I get really tired of repetitives too and doing the same thing. So
yeah. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I'm much more of a single player guy anyway. So now on to finally finishing Halo.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. I haven't turned Halo on in so long because I finished it Boxing Day or the day after, I should say.
Yeah.
Or the day after that because it was my daughter's birthday. But so I haven't played it really since 28th of December.
Yeah. See, I haven't turned it on because I'm like, no, I have to finish Guardians before I jump back into Halo. So, excuse me. And then I'm waiting for co-op, which is 99 or 95 more days. So I'm rushing through the game, but obviously not rushing through the game because it's been almost 2 months now since it came out. But going to play it more so when I can play it with Kathy. But yeah, dude, there's a lot of me talking, and I hope you guys enjoyed us listening to our soothing voices. So this fine Wednesday evening, happy Groundhog Day to you, Steve.
And to you, Clint.
Sounds like we have another
early spring.
Early spring. Some others say 6 weeks of winter, but I mean technically we do still have 6 weeks of winter. But hey, there's only 6 weeks of winter left. That's good.
Here's hoping.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Steve, as always,
keep collecting.
Keep gaming. Keep safe.